Hello everybody, my name is Bobby and I'm just another reactor here on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reacting to Versailles, Destiny the Lovers. And before I get to this reaction, I just want to remind y'all to please subscribe to my channel and please like this video. And if you care to support my channel, there's a PayPal link in the description, or you can leave a tip through the Brave browser, which is a cryptocurrency browser. But donations to my channel are not necessary, they're not required. You can watch my videos for free, but any support for this channel is greatly appreciated. Now this band Versailles, I've only reacted to one of their songs previously. I had never heard of them before that song. Y'all recommended this band to me through some of my other reactions of Bandmate and Love Bites. And in my first reaction, I wasn't even sure how to pronounce the name, but somebody told me that it's pronounced Versailles. So that's the way I'm going to pronounce it. I also wrongly guessed in my first reaction to Versailles that some of the band members were female, mainly the lead guitar player. I said at some point after watching the video for a little bit, and that was to the song Masquerade, I said that it seemed to me like the only female in the band was the guitar player. Well, I found out they're all male, which is cool, you know. I mentioned in that video as well that their image is something I'm not really into as far as bands and images go, but I always say if the music is good, I'm going to listen to it. And I mentioned that I'm not a big fan of the 80s hair metal. I used to listen to some of it, but it just never really stuck with me, and I got into thrash and stuff like that, and I was just never really a big fan of hair metal. But I also mentioned that there were some bands from the 80s that I really liked their music, including like Twisted Sister and Cinderella, even Cinderella looking more glam than anything, but they had some really great songs. And I say the same about Versailles. You know, they might have this image that I'm not really too crazy about, but Masquerade was a really good song and it was heavy, which is what I like. So without further ado, this is my reaction to Versailles, Destiny the Lovers, and let's see if they, you know, do the same as Masquerade, play badass heavy music. Philharmonic Quintet. I forgot about that.
響く足音が離れてゆく雨は心さえ濡らして抱えきれない孤独のバラを飾るこの街の片隅に静けさの中に溺れた吐息はガラス細工のメロディー触れたなら崩れ落ちてあなたには二度と戻れない愛する人もしもあなたに出会うことがなければこの痛みさえも知らす誰かをこの手で傷つけていた流れ始めた時間と涙はガラス細工のメロディーひび割れた鏡の中にはもうこの姿さえも映ら 傷だらけの心を隠す意味でどない見つめて愛で抱きしめて壊れ始めた心が枯れてゆくまで一人にしないでくれ隣で笑ってくれ夜が明けるまで
Okay, before we get into that part, yeah, it was just hard for me to pause that because that was pretty badass. Yeah, this is going to be one of those bands, if they continue on this path of this style of music in any other videos I react to, this is going to be one of those bands, like I said, that, I don't care what their image is, I'm not into the glam image per se, like I've mentioned, but their music is great. I mean, it sounds good. It started off kind of mellow, kind of emo a little bit, which is fine. But then it kicked into that, borderline thrash beat, which is really cool. And the musicians are great. There was a cool little bass lick in there, and the bass tone sounded awesome. And the drummer is great. These guitar players are really good. And their whole glam image, honestly, doesn't look too terribly bad. Like in the 80s, just, I don't know, these guys were all into spandex and a lot of pink and scarves and, their poofy hair and makeup and all that. These guys here, they have like these kind of elegant looking costumes. It looks like they're going to a masquerade ball. See what I did there? But yeah, it's glammy, but it's a little different. It looks more refined, I guess. But it really isn't that bad of an image. I wouldn't go around telling people, "Oh, this band looks terrible," but they sound great. I mean, they actually look pretty cool, and they're just amazing musicians. See what else they do here. Bass tone. Damn, that was great. If you've watched some of my previous reaction videos to like Love Bites and Bandmade and all that, especially Love Bites, I mentioned in some of those videos that I really like the twin guitar sound, dual leads and all that. I mentioned some bands just have a rhythm guitar player that occasionally plays leads, which is cool too, but I like bands like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest where they trade off leads and stuff like that. And this was awesome. Just these two guitar players are great, and they don't overdo it. They play fast, but it's not just all speed, and they have like a little bit of melodies in their leads, despite them being fast, and they're real tasteful in their playing. Just great. And that guy with the black guitar, I don't know if any of y'all know who Night Ranger is. They were a band in the 80s. But they had a guitar player named Jeff Watson, who I don't think is in their band anymore. They're still around, actually. And Jeff Watson played some leads. There's a song called You Can Still Rock in America. You can look for that song if you haven't heard it. But he plays leads with two hands, and that's what this guy was doing. It just reminded me of that, and this guy actually does it, in my opinion, a little bit better. Just, that was awesome. I mean, it's not the exact same style of playing, but it's similar, and it was really cool. That was a badass solos. See, what else they're gonna do is, I'm just a little over half the song, and this is already badass. And those Marshall stacks, by the way, reminds me of old Judas Priest stage setups.
過ぎ去った日々を見つめてその傷に近いお別れを共に歩いて行こうどんな苦しみも抱きしめて愛する人もしもあなたに出会うことがなければこのぬくもりさえ知らなかったこの手で掴みたい強く輝く日々それは過去ではなく未来にあるはずだからお前手に愛する人よそばにいて枯れてゆくまで
Well, that was Versailles with Destiny the Lovers, and that was just awesome. I mentioned the musicians in this video. They're just very talented. They're great. I hear piano in that song as well. I don't know if one of those musicians plays the piano or if they had somebody play it in the studio. I don't know if they include it in their live version if they play this song live. But that was just amazing. One person I haven't mentioned is the vocalist. I don't know his name. I haven't really looked in too much on this band to see who they are and if they do anything else with any other bands. I think some of y'all mentioned in the comments that they have other projects, but I don't remember. But the vocalist, he doesn't have a very wide range as far as his vocal tone goes. But he sounds good, you know, and he does get a little bit high up in his range, not high like, Flory Hansen, or there's another vocalist I reacted to recently, Michael Mills, has his own little project called Toe Hider. He's got a very big range, and, this guy here doesn't have it, but he doesn't really need it. I mean, just what he does with his voice and his range sounds great. guitar playing on this was top notch, and I'm not even a guitar player. The drummer, that's the thing about these bands. I keep bringing up the 80s glam metal bands, and that's the other difference that I would point out, other than their clothes that they wear being a little different. The music that these guys play, you would not hear any 80s glam metal band playing like this. The borderline blast beats that this drummer's playing, and double bass drumming, and the guitar players playing these, pretty intricate riffs and solos. It's just awesome. This was great. I'm gonna react to more of this band soon. Let me know in the comments what other songs they have, whether they're music videos or live videos. What songs by them are really good, something that's gonna wow me like this one did. But anyway, that's my reaction to Versailles, Destiny of the Lovers. I hope you all enjoyed this reaction. And again, I want to remind you all to please subscribe to my channel, and please like this video. And if you care to support my channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. And you can also leave a tip through the Brave browser, which is a cryptocurrency browser. And I hardly ever mention that I do have a Patreon page as well. I've had a couple of videos that have been blocked since my last posting on there. I'll probably post those on the Patreon page. I don't have a whole lot there yet, but if you want to become a member of that, you can watch some of the videos that I have on there that have been blocked. I think there's like 2 baby metal videos on there. Road to Resistance, that was the first baby metal I ever reacted to, and that was awesome. But yeah, check it out if you can. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed my reaction to Versailles, Destiny of the Lovers.